Evening. My name's Caitlin Tenney, and I am the aquatic biology teacher at Portland High School, and I'll be sharing a little bit about our course today with you. So how to contact me: if you need to contact me, email me at ctenney@portlandconnecticut.us. Again, that's ctenney. Make sure there's two E's at portlandconnecticut.us. By now, you should have received an email from me. If not, just let me know, and I'll be happy to touch base. Okay, so a little bit about me. I have a Bachelor's of Science from Virginia Commonwealth University and a Master's of Education from UMass Boston. This is my 13th year of teaching. I spent some time as a Noyce Science Scholar and as a National Science Teacher Association New Teacher Academy graduate. I'm also happily married to my husband for 8 years, and we have twin daughters who are 6 and a dog named Rosie. What you and your child can do to be successful in aquatic biology: as a caregiver, check in with your child from time to time. Ask your child what he or she is learning in science. Ask him or her how you can help them stay organized, and check their grades on Aspen. That's always some things you can do that will be really helpful. Ask questions as far as your student's concerned, and stay organized. Come to class prepared. Check Aspen weekly and email me if there are any concerns, and I can schedule a one-to-one Google Meet, or I can meet them early or after school. So teaching science the new way: if you Google NGSS, a vision for K-12 science education here, you can watch a short video that explains a little bit about how we're teaching science in the new way. And so if you're interested about that, please feel free to, again, search in YouTube NGSS, a vision for K-12 science education, and you can watch that short video that explains a little bit about how we teach science in the new way. So here's our course outline. We have 10 units. The units are about water, beach basics, the ocean, seafloor, overfishing, invasive species, and then we will cover all of these organisms. We will do our best to get to all of it by the end of the semester. In this course, we have projects, labs, and case studies. Your child will complete a series of projects to better understand the link between our ocean and the organisms that live in it. We'll conduct numerous labs that will help engage your student in learning, and we will also dissect a dogfish shark this year. As far as case studies go, I plan to incorporate as many case studies as possible to help students learn about real-world examples and how we can connect the real world to what we're learning in science. My grading system is a point system. I use tests, quizzes, classwork, homework, labs, projects, and case studies. You'll notice in Aspen that everything is listed under classwork because in a point system, there are no weights. Everything just counts for a different number of points. As far as late work goes, I typically do not accept late work without a point deduction. Lately, I've been very flexible due to the hybrid schedule, but I'm going to strongly encourage students to start submitting their work on time. They do get an extended time this year to complete an assignment, and the due dates are in their Google Classroom assignments. Students are, however, allowed to ask for an extension on an assignment. And then, of course, there are always individual circumstances where extended time is allowed. Social emotional learning and equity. This is something that's very important to me and our school as a whole. We're going to incorporate different topics that engage students in social emotional learning this year. We're going to do lots of check-ins. We're going to have students work in groups through Google Meet or socially distanced in the classroom. Here's a really good article on how we can incorporate science in the classroom. It does discuss lots of closely related group work that we won't be doing this year as much due to the circumstances, but you can read through that article. It's right here in yellow. And then equity in the classroom is providing students what they need, and it's important to me to really listen, provide that respect for our students, and provide them with what they need. So I'll be sending out Google Forms just to ask kids about how they're feeling about lessons, if they're engaged in the learning, what we can change, what we could do better, what they like. So if you have any concerns about your child and equity in the classroom, please feel free to reach out and we will address those. So here are some frequently asked questions that I get on open house night. And so I just wanted to run through these really quickly In what ways will my child's learning be connected to the real world? Well, luckily, because I teach science, I connect every single thing that we learn to the real world every single day. So it makes my job very easy to make those connections. How will my child be assessed? Your child will be assessed on numerous ways. Little check-ins, me walking around and monitoring the room, and we do now activities. We do tickets to leaves. We'll also have some assessments in the forms of quizzes, projects, tests, and labs. How important is student engagement in this class or school? It's very important, more now than ever, that your student is engaged in school. If you feel like there's some sort of issue where your child is not engaged or doesn't want to participate in class or school, please reach out to me, and I will also reach out to them and have a conversation to see if that will help. Well, what skills and mindset should my child be developing in this class? I really strongly want your child to start developing their problem solving skills as they get closer to college or trade school or military or whatever their choice is after they leave high school. They need to become more independent in their problem solving skills. So, throughout the school year, it's important to me to really encourage problem solving, critical thinking skills with your child. And so, this is the mindset we should be engaging in science class. What is our school's approach to ensuring a healthy and supportive environment for children? Again, we check in with your students daily. We really want to make sure that they're doing okay, that they are healthy and supported. And so we do that by having one-on-one conversations with your child or by sending out Google Forms. What should we do if my child needs to be quarantined or is out sick? If your child needs to be quarantined or is out sick, I 100% will support your child in staying caught up in school. All of the assignments, whether they are in class or at home, are posted in the Google Classroom, and so your children have easy access. There are some labs that cannot be replicated outside of school. So in that case, I will provide your child with a virtual lab in its place. Where can I find my child's assignments in biology? They are all located in the Google Classroom. If you would like a link or an invite to the Google Classroom, please send me an email and I'll be happy to send that to you. And lastly, if you have a question or you need to contact me, again, please email me and I will respond as quickly as possible. My email is ctenney@portlandconnecticut.us. Thanks so much. Have a great night and thank you for watching.